like this saw. It's been a good saw. I'm not a saw expert, but this one's it's easy to use, you know. And it has this sharpening feature that'll sharpen the chain. And then of course you wear out the chain, I think, pretty fast because of that. And also the sharpening stone down here kind of gets misshapen, so I don't even know if it sharpens all that great, to be honest. My cut started wandering like you wouldn't believe. Like it was hard to control it at all. I'm gonna throw a new chain on, see if that helps. Just bought these off of Amazon. So I got a bunch of this oak from a neighbor, you know, cut a tree down, and I don't know, I might have, I sealed the end grain with anchor seal, and man, it's still cracked pretty good there. Look at all these cracks. So I might have waited too long. I don't think so. I mean, I'll get something out of it, you know what I'm saying? But hopefully I didn't wait too long, because this pith, I would rather that crack not go that direction, you know, if anything, this direction. So now it kind of changes. I think I'm going to have to cut it along here and have this weird shape thing going on, but we'll figure it out. I just don't want to be wasteful. All this up here, we'll get some good stuff out of this. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this guy up and kind of wet, you know, turn it wet here. Alright, people, if you see me doing something on this channel that you may not think's the safest, you know, technique or something like this, then I highly encourage you to not try it yourself, because you know, ultimately you have to be just incredibly confident in what you're doing. Working with these type of tools, everything here will jump out and bite you like real hard. So having said that, you know, I'm confident. If I don't, for a second, if I second guess it at all, I just won't do it. So mainly towards, you know, safety equipment and so forth. Looks pretty good. I'm trying to miss the pith. Well, all right. There's just a blank right there. This is a, I think it's water oak, you know, or live oak or water oak. I'm not real sure. I don't know my oaks. I've turned several bowls with it though. It's pretty cool stuff. Once it dry, this stuff's so wet right now. Once it dries up, it's pretty cool. You can do some cool stuff with it, I guess. We're gonna have fun. So yeah, here's a couple of bowls that have turned out of this stuff. Like that one turned out pretty cool, I'd say. Turning them all wet, so putting feet on the bottom, 3 feet on the bottom is, I think, crucial, because this thing is going to move and twist, and three points of contact will always sit flush. Here's another one. I left a pith in here on purpose to experiment around with cracking and so forth, and you know, like stitched it up and all that good stuff there. Just playing around. Feet. And now you can see this side starting to crack. So I'll do something else to incorporate. I'll probably do that again. And by the way, this is why, like, when I create something, it has to go through a staging process or something. It has to be here at my place for a few months or so I can keep an eye on things like that. I would never want to sell something to somebody or give something away if I don't know exactly, you know. I expected this to crack though, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't want to give this away and then it cracked on somebody and they'd be like, yo, what's up with that? So anyway, I'm gonna get this thing on the lathe. I'm probably gonna trim up. I'm gonna trim it up a bit first. Probably stick it on the lathe. Alright, I'm gonna, luckily for you, I'm not gonna be talking a whole lot. I'm just trying to get this thing round. It's way out of balance, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to get it round so I can get some speed on it. Start working on a shape and a foot and so forth. .354 RPMs. Nice sharpen. So this is a 55-degree bevel, swept back bowl gouge. 5/8 inch American style, I think they say is the flute here, and it's a parabolic flute, parabolic shape. All that stuff means things, you know, just how it reacts to different angles and so forth. And I'm gonna put a face shield on instead of these glasses. If need be, you know, I have my my dust collection system now. I ran up there. Maybe I can see that. Ran up there. Got this attic fan installed over there. So, you know, keeps the heat out, keeps the dust. That's the main thing, is trying to keep the dust out of here. I hate wearing all the safety equipment I should wear. I do wear them, you know, my respirator and so forth most of the time, but not all the time. Like I say, don't do what I do, you do what you think's best for you. Tightened everything back up. Yeah, this oak is no joke, man. It's hard, even though it's wet. I mean, it's cutting nice, but I've already had to sharpen like 4 or 5 times, and it's all good though. I'm gonna turn the speed up. Man, I'm at a little over 500 already, so I'm gonna leave a nice big fat tenon. just thinking about this foot. Yeah, kind of into this three-footed bowl kick these days. So I think I know what I'm gonna do. I got my large jaws on right now. I think it's too large, so I'm gonna reshape this a little bit. Get rid of this last little piece. Nah, I don't even need to do that. Let's see. I'm just gonna mark out for my smaller jaws. Alright, I guess first of all I'm going to try to get rid of this nub. Probably a bad idea, but... I mark this in a way that I pull into you. Pretty intended, basically. This thing's sitting like, and when it drives to the work, all that stuff. And after it works, we'll have to chew up the tin again. So, just want to leave plenty of room for corrections later, so I'm making it a little thicker than normal. And I think it's a little too thick. Alright. So what I use this as a gauge. My jaws. The jaws I'm going to be using are, roughly that same size. So as I'm cutting in, I just want to go about 1/2 to 3/4 of this width. That way it'll fit in here good. And these are not dovetail jaws that I'm using. These are some cheapo Harbor Freight chuck. Harbor Freight chuck. Works great though, bro. It's a 1 inch where I have a 1 1/4 inch down here, so I have to use an adapter. But that's not a big deal. Use that adapter right there. Not a big deal. And these things are, pretty cheap, so I can abuse them if I need to. And they're not dovetail, but they do have they get some decent locking, clamping pressure. So I'll probably just go ahead and mount the jaws on there just to show you guys. Might be in trouble here. Got plenty of squish. That's what I call it. You want a good 1/2 turn or more of squish. So it really bites on that. Now that I think about it, I'm going to turn this out anyway. It's not going to have a chance. The tenon will not have a chance to warp or disfigure because I'm going to turn it. I'm going to cut feet in here and all this, and then the bowl itself will warp or whatever it's going to do up here. so now I'm going to flip this around and take that tenon off. So that way this thing, that way the bottom dries evenly and doesn't crack on the bottom. Those things happen. It is it's pretty crazy how much shavings can come out just that bowl. You know, I'm gonna fill up a whole yard bag full of shavings. See, here's my tenon in my foot. So basically I'm going to take this tenon off, and I'm going to mark out for 3 feet and carve it out one way or another. I got different ways of doing that. Sorry, that was a pain. Get that adapter off, it's tough. So, I hit it with some PE blasters. Try to prevent that from happening again. All right. Pretty good. Yeah. Sandpaper will take care of the rest of that. Alright, so this is 3 days later. I was going to attempt to do it the very next day to finish this off, but things got in the way. And so what I did, turn this wet as could be, right? And then microwaved it a whole bunch of times. To me personally, I don't go over 2 minutes at a time because you could burn and like discolor the wood and lighter species like maple anyway. So I go about 2 minutes at a time, minute and a half, you know. In between, I'll put it under a fan to not just cool it off, but to whisk the moisture away. That's the whole point of the thing. So now she's nice and dry, nice and warped and elongated. Look at that, 10 inches that way, 11 1/4 that way. So it's like a football, but pretty cool. I don't always do it like this, but it's pretty cool. It's gonna be a decorative, maybe a popcorn bowl, but I don't know, maybe more just decorative type of thing. Get over this hardwood. I mean, she's dry. 2.5% right there. You know, take a look around. 2.5. Well, this is not the most fancy. It gets up to 5% on the end grain area. There's 4%. Yeah, I mean, she's dry enough. That's what I'm getting at. In the Tampa, Florida area here, I mean, 10%, 11%, even 12%. I mean, we're so humid here. You just got to get it down there, preferably around 10% or so, and you'll be in good shape. So now I got to do this part right here. I'm gonna finish shaping all of this. Get rid of a bunch of material here. Got some 40 grit on here to do most of the damage, and then I'll just switch it up from there. But I'm gonna put my mask on. I'm gonna turn my dust collector on, so it's gonna be real loud and so forth. And we'll catch y'all in a bit here. Alrighty then. So I sanded this up to 400, which not necessary. To me, like oak is a rustic type material, so it really doesn't hurt to feel it. You know what I mean? It don't have to be perfectly smooth, in my opinion. I like oak. It's beautiful, I think. But it's cool to have a rustic piece, you know, where you can actually feel the grain and stuff in it too. So anyway, I did. I went up to 400. I've already done a few of these bowls, so not to say I don't care if I ruin this or not. Don't get me wrong, but I am definitely going to experiment. Like I do, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put some color on this thing. The other two bowls, I used tung oil mainly on one, and the other one I did like cellulose sanding sealer, and they look different, you know, based on those finishes. But now I'm gonna work on some of this here dye. Let's see what this does. If it's ugly, it's ugly. I don't know what to say. No, man. I'm not digging it really. I had a lot better luck with the other colors, like the blue and the red and the yellow, even black. Whatever this is, I thought it was gonna be brown. Kind of not digging it though. Let me see what else I can do here. Yeah, not digging that color at all. So I'm going to do something else. Going with the black Indian ink. Alright, I'm going to continue with one bad idea after another. And I have an idea of what I want to do. Just not quite sure how to get there. Let me try this though. hope I've made a lot of other bad decisions, so might as well keep it rolling here with the and try some of this here embellishing wax. The idea is to try to fill in the grain. See if you can see that. I don't know. Try to highlight the grain with this stuff, but normally it would be attached to the I guess I could use my vacuum chuck, but I don't know, normally it would be attached, you know, and you put it on, you spin it on and spin it off, but kind of past that point. I'm gonna try it barehanded here. Alright guys, I don't know. I think this project was a fail. Well, I mean, I'm not done with it. I think what I'm doing now, put some denatured alcohol to help wipe some of this stuff off. I need to educate myself better on how to use this stuff, apparently. I've used it before and didn't have this problem, so I don't know. This stuff hardened up like almost instantly as soon as I put it on. That's not the way it works, but on the other projects. This is kind of better. It's kind of also there. Alright, it's a little better. Keep doing this for a while. I'll be back. Alright guys, so this one did not turn out the way I intended it, you know, the way I wanted it, the way I envisioned it. So for that reason, I'm going to call it a fail. But it's not trash or anything. I mean, it's okay. It's an artistic piece, you know. It's black. It's got the turquoise highlights, I guess you could call it. Not my favorite, but it's not the worst. You know, I had already done a few other bowls of the same wood. This one was finished in tung oil. This one more of just sanding sealer, you know, and waxes and stuff. I always finish it off with some, not always, but the Howard feed and wax, you know. This was cool. So I anticipated the cracking, so I threw some leather in there, but now this side's cracking too. So I'm gonna have to address that side as well. It's fine. Cool with that. Yeah, so I learned a lot on this here. That type of embellishing wax I'd never used before. It reacted a lot different than the other stuff I'd used. Only a handful of times, so it's not like I'm an expert at it or anything. That stuff, like, I guess there's solvents in there. That stuff, like, hard, you know, dried up like almost instantly. It was really weird. And also maybe having it on the lathe to wipe on and wipe off while it's spinning. It's probably a big factor as well. It's not terrible though. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope to bring you guys some entertaining content. Whether you learn something or not, maybe you laugh at me, I don't know. As long as it's entertaining, that's what I'm shooting for here. So a little like and subscribe would be nice. I appreciate you. And thanks for stopping by. My name is Donnie. This is my turn.